welcome to our very exhausting and wild road to roadkill nights. Originally, this car was supposed to be picked up by transport tomorrow morning. Now we've hit a few speed bumps in terms of getting the car actually on a track and being able to test it. We wanted to test it at Gainesville with KSR, but there was too many setup things and other things that needed to be done to the car and buttoned up. So we decided to not test it that day and focus on car setup. And then yesterday we were gonna try and do some testing at the compound, but ran into some electrical issues with our two-step and line locker. We got that all sorted now, but Nick already had a trip to California. So Nick left for California today. I decided that I need at least minimum 48 more hours with this car before it's just packed up and hauled away to roadkill nights. So instead of putting this car on transport, I'm gonna be driving her myself all the way to Pontiac, Michigan. With all of the blood, sweat, tears, and time and effort that's been put into this car, I don't wanna just throw it on a transport truck and hope for the best without ever testing it myself. Especially since we have a slipper clutch on this car that we also need to tune. We worked with Kale from Black Magic Clutches to get a good baseline in terms of how much weight to put on that clutch, but I've never actually launched it. So yeah, team no sleep month is now just gonna get a little more hectic. Right now, there's a few other things that need to be buttoned up on this car, in addition to putting on our full livery on the car. So Jonas from Garage Wraps Orlando is headed over here right now. Yesterday, he printed and cut out all of the vinyl for the livery that's going to be on this car. And I'm really excited about it. So I designed this livery myself as best as I could in Adobe Illustrator. I am not that good with Illustrator, but I mocked this up a couple weeks ago now, and a few parts of the liveries are like full body vinyl lines going from the front to the back, and Jonas is actually going to be hand cutting that when he's here. So we'll be able to see it on the car first and then solidify it. It's definitely way more like JDM inspired, and I think it's gonna bring this whole build together. So, and then I'm just gonna be buttoning up a few things. Our dash is underneath there, so that needs to get put in the car. Need to install our race pat dash in the car as well. I'm trying to figure out another solution for when we need to have our Diablo Sport logger and tuner in the car, because we're sharing one OBD2 port between our Diablo Sport Trinity tuner and our actual race pat dash. But the race pat dash is what's gonna be mainly mounted here and connected to the OBD2 port. So yeah, I just need to put all that stuff in the car. And my goal is to be able to do some test launches and test burnouts here at the compound tomorrow. I'm gonna keep the old tires on, do some practice burnouts, maybe a couple launches on these, and then save our brand new sticky ones for actual competition day. So yeah, in this video, you guys are gonna see the livery that I've had in mind for this car finally come to life. They're gonna get started on the livery right now. We got one side of the car done. I absolutely love how this is coming together. Can you explain a little bit the method that you're using for this? Because this wasn't pre-printed or pre-cut. You're actually doing this on the car.
Yeah, so we've got like our pre-cut decals over there. So there's a lot of stuff that you would want to go through and cut before before. It was easier just to use knifeless tape.
Which is pretty cool, because you're not actually cutting on the tar.
Yeah, it's more or less just a safe stop.
And it lets us kind of see what it's gonna look like before you put the vinyl on. So this is exactly what he did on the other side. This was for the first stripe that's that like off-white gray color. And I like that since it wasn't pre-printed, that you can make sure it's exactly on the body line that we want. Now he's working on this side. Oh, I'm so excited to see this thing done. I'm really happy with the color choice too. So we have here all the colors. We're using 2 different shades of the pink. And then we have, what is this called? Stone gray?
Stone gray, canary yellow, tele magenta. So it's KPMF. It's one of KPMF's pinks. I can't remember.
Still gonna have that sort of JDM flair to it when it's all done. And this black is actually really cool. It's hard to capture it on camera, but the black is actually like brushed metal, which looks super cool. Okay, it's the next day. I just got to the shop and I haven't seen the car yet. I'm about to see it, hold up. I was closing my eyes when I walked in the shop. Okay, I'm not looking. I want to see it from the side for the very first time. Oh my God. Holy crap, I love it. I freaking love it. It's perfect. So here it is. This is the official livery for my 1962 Dodge Lancer GT. It's so crazy for me seeing this in the real world because I just mocked this up. I was looking up vintage drag racing cars, factory Dodge race cars for many days trying to get all this information, take it all in, and make something for this Dodge Lancer GT. I really like it. I thought the peace, love traction was really cute. In my original mock-up, I had some kanji on the yellow line, which I still think I'm gonna do. I'm just not 100% sure what I wanted to put there yet. My number is always 7 or 77, so I thought lucky number 7 in this case would be perfect. And of course, gotta rep my partners for this build: eBay Motors, Drive Shaft Shop, Tick Performance, powered by corn because we are running Ignite Racing fuel. We have D-Shorts on the other side here. And of course, Holly Performance, High Horse Performance. I love how all the stars turned out on the roof. Everything is double layered. We have this stone gray offset from our canary yellow. Is just so good. I really was struggling with what to do on the hood, but I think keeping it simple and just having a bit of that color up the center looks awesome. Eventually, this part right here, we didn't have enough material, but eventually I think I'll do this part, that gray, or the black, and then also do the line in the rear of the car eventually. But man, it's just the right amount of my style onto this build. We have our fancy little nitrous sticker that I added there. Everything is just coming together. It's looking so good. We had a nitrous leak, so I fixed that and added a gauge to this bottle. I didn't realize both the bottles didn't have gauges on them before. So now we have that. And yeah, mostly just spent yesterday while they were wrapping the car, cleaning the interior up, making sure there were no holes in the firewall or anything like that. And I'm just really happy with how this car has come together. It's so good. Okay, so literally the only thing that I might change is the rear here. Now, I just didn't give them the correct sizing for our beginner's luck sticker. I feel like I should have told them a lot bigger, so it went from like here to there and made it a little more sideways. And this was supposed to be like the name of the car or my theme. I know beginner's luck is usually like a negative thing, but I wanted to take that phrase, turn it around, and sort of own it, because this is going to be my first time ever doing anything drag racing related, and I was thinking, you know, yeah, we could use a little bit or a lot of beginner's luck. I don't know, I might leave it just because it's there, it's done. Aside from that, I am completely obsessed. So that is it for this video. Let me guys know what you think of the new livery in the comments below. And in the next video, I am finally going to be testing this car. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, traction. If you guys liked what we were doing with our Dodge Lancer GT drag racing car and want to find similar parts for your build, check out the links in the description to find those parts and more on eBay Motors. Let's ride.